In the silent expanse above Earth, a new contest for power is unfolding. China, once a latecomer, now launches rockets, builds space stations, and sends rovers to Mars and the Moon. This is not just about science, it's about strategic ambition. Every satellite and new technology is tied to the modernization of the People's Liberation Army. The heavens have become the ultimate high ground for modern warfare. China's leaders see space dominance as essential to national strength and global influence, directly challenging US supremacy. We'll explore how China's rapid space advances, from Long March rockets to AI-driven satellites, are reshaping global security. The competition for control of space will define 21st century geopolitics, and China is determined to lead. China's space program has experienced a remarkable transformation, evolving from modest early experiments in rocketry to becoming one of the world's leading launch powerhouses. Decades ago, China's ambitions in space were often underestimated, but through persistent investment, innovation, and national focus, the country has steadily built a robust and sophisticated space infrastructure that now commands global attention. At the heart of this progress is the Long March rocket family, which has become the backbone of China's launch capabilities. These rockets, continually upgraded and diversified, are now capable of sending a wide range of payloads into orbit, from small scientific satellites and commercial payloads to massive space station modules and interplanetary probes, demonstrating both technical versatility and reliability. China's launch frequency has surged in recent years, now rivaling or even surpassing the United States in annual launches. This impressive pace reflects not only a robust industrial base, but also a strategic commitment to space leadership. Landmark missions such as landing rovers on Mars and the Chang'e program's successful landings on the Moon showcase China's growing expertise in deep space exploration and the development of military-relevant technologies. The Tiangong space station, constructed and operated independently by China, stands as both a cutting-edge scientific laboratory and a strategic platform for testing long-duration human spaceflight and advanced on-orbit military technologies, further cementing China's presence in low Earth orbit. Civil-military fusion is a cornerstone of China's approach, ensuring that breakthroughs in scientific research and commercial technology are rapidly adapted for defense applications, blurring the lines between civilian and military space efforts. Both state-owned enterprises and a growing number of private companies are mobilized to serve national security interests, accelerating the expansion and innovation of China's space ecosystem. This integrated, ambitious approach positions China as a formidable and fast-rising competitor on the final frontier, shaping the future of space exploration and security. For decades, the world has relied on the US-controlled Global Positioning System, or GPS, for everything from navigation to military operations. But to avoid dependence on this American system, especially in times of potential conflict or geopolitical tension, China invested heavily in building its own alternative, the Beidou Navigation Satellite System. This ambitious project began in the early 2000s and has now grown into a vast constellation of satellites, providing global coverage and robust capabilities. With Beidou's worldwide network, China has achieved true strategic autonomy. The People's Liberation Army, or PLA, can now navigate, coordinate, and target with precision, independently of foreign systems. This is a game-changer in any potential conflict, ensuring that China's military operations remain uninterrupted, even if access to GPS is denied. Beidou is seamlessly integrated into a wide range of military assets, from advanced missiles and armored vehicles to warships and fighter jets. This integration enables highly accurate strikes, secure troop movements, and coordinated operations, especially in sensitive hotspots like Taiwan or the South China Sea, where control of information and navigation is crucial. One of Beidou's standout features is its encrypted military channel, which is designed to resist jamming and spoofing attempts by adversaries. Additionally, Beidou offers a unique short message service, allowing troops to communicate securely even in the most remote or hostile environments, where traditional communication networks might fail. Beyond its military applications, Beidou is also a tool of international influence. As more countries adopt Beidou for civilian and military use, they become increasingly connected to China's technological ecosystem, shifting the balance of global power and technology standards. This growing network expands China's diplomatic leverage, allowing it to forge new alliances and strengthen existing partnerships, all while promoting its own standards and technologies on the world stage. In this way, Beidou is far more than just a navigation system. It's a critical military asset and a powerful instrument of statecraft, shaping the future of global security and diplomacy. By establishing Beidou, China has secured its independence in the new space era, cementing its influence and ensuring it remains a major player in both military and technological arenas for years to come. China's expanding satellite network provides constant, high-resolution surveillance of strategic sites worldwide. Optical and radar satellites track military assets, enabling the PLA to monitor adversaries and plan precise operations. This persistent surveillance erodes the element of surprise for rivals, complicating their movements. Signals intelligence satellites intercept communications and radar, revealing enemy plans and vulnerabilities. The PLA uses this data to jam or blind adversaries, gaining a decisive edge in electronic warfare. Redundancy across China's ISR satellites ensures resilience. If one fails, another takes over. Artificial intelligence rapidly processes vast data streams, automatically flagging threats and targets. This fusion of sensors and AI gives China a significant information advantage in any conflict. China's space strategy includes powerful offensive tools to challenge adversaries' control of orbit. Direct ascent anti-satellite missiles can destroy enemy satellites, as demonstrated in 2007, forcing rivals to rethink their space security. Co-orbital inspector satellites can approach, jam, or disable targets, blurring the line between peaceful and hostile actions. Ground-based lasers and microwave weapons can blind or damage satellites without creating debris. Electronic warfare systems jam satellite communications, disrupting critical data flows. These scalable options, from temporary disruption to permanent destruction, give China flexibility in crisis escalation. The ambiguity of dual-use technologies complicates international trust and rules of engagement. China's counter-space arsenal is designed to level the playing field against technologically superior foes. The result space is now a contested, unpredictable domain. China's secretive reusable spaceplane, akin to the US X-37B, signals a leap in military space capability. The Shenlong can stay in orbit for extended missions, maneuver unpredictably, and land like an aircraft. It could rapidly deploy or replace satellites, inspect or disable enemy assets, and conduct surprise reconnaissance. As a mobile platform, it might carry counter-space weapons or retrieve technology for analysis. In the future, such vehicles could deliver payloads from orbit, bypassing traditional defenses. The program's secrecy fuels global speculation and mistrust. As China refines this technology, spaceplanes will become central to its military space strategy. The line between aircraft and spacecraft and between peace and conflict is blurring fast. China is harnessing artificial intelligence to revolutionize space operations. AI automates the analysis of massive satellite data, identifying threats and targets in real time. This accelerates the sensor-to-shooter cycle, enabling rapid detection and response without human delay. AI-powered satellites can autonomously avoid threats, optimize data collection, and continue missions even if ground links are lost. Swarms of intelligent satellites could collaborate on surveillance or electronic attacks, outpacing traditional systems. Robotic AI systems may soon refuel or repair satellites, extending their operational life. These advances point to a future where autonomous systems dominate the orbital battlefield. China's investment in AI is reshaping the speed and nature of space warfare. China's rapid military expansion in space is fundamentally altering the landscape of global security, presenting a direct and unprecedented challenge to the long-standing dominance of the United States in orbit. With each new satellite launch and technological breakthrough, China signals its intent to become a major space power, capable of influencing events far beyond its borders. In response, the United States has taken significant steps to safeguard its interests. The creation of the Space Force marks a historic shift, emphasizing the importance of space as a warfighting domain. Billions are being invested in building resilient, defensible satellite networks and advanced early warning systems, ensuring that American assets remain protected against emerging threats. Unlike the Cold War era, today's space race is far more complex. It's not just about two superpowers. Dozens of nations and private companies are now launching satellites and developing new technologies. However, at its core, The rivalry between the US and China remains the driving force, shaping alliances and competition across the globe. Every defensive move by one side is often perceived as a potential threat by the other, creating a cycle of suspicion and military buildup. This mutual mistrust increases the risk of miscalculation and escalation, making space a potential flashpoint for future conflicts. Nowhere is this tension more evident than over Taiwan and the broader Indo-Pacific region. Here, space-based assets, such as surveillance satellites and secure communications, are absolutely central to military planning and regional security. In any potential conflict, China's advanced intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and navigation systems would play a critical role. Meanwhile, US allies are investing heavily in countermeasures from radar networks to missile defense, aiming to neutralize these capabilities and maintain a strategic balance. Despite its ambitions, China faces significant obstacles. International technology sanctions restrict access to the most advanced components, and many countries remain wary of integrating Chinese technology into their critical infrastructure, citing concerns over security and trust. Overcoming these barriers is essential for China's long-term space goals. Chinese engineers and scientists are working tirelessly, innovating and developing homegrown solutions to close the technology gap and assert their nation's place among the world's space leaders. Ultimately, the outcome of this new space race will have profound implications, not just for Asia, but for the entire world. The contest for control and security in space is set to define the next era of international relations and global stability. China's space revolution is a strategic campaign to shift the global military balance. Mastery of orbit erodes US advantages, with rockets, Beidou, and surveillance satellites forming the PLA's foundation. Advanced weapons and AI-driven systems make space a true war-fighting domain. Any future conflict between major powers will likely extend into space, affecting battles on Earth. The lack of clear rules and the dual-use nature of space tech heighten the risk of miscalculation and escalation. Space debris from anti-satellite attacks could cripple global infrastructure. China's determined approach ensures its progress despite sanctions and mistrust. The world's peace and security now depend on how we manage this new contested frontier.